Once again, it is a joy to be here with all of you in this splendid moment to gather in this day of our time. There has been, you could say, to gather us, you, us, shifts in the potential reality in your world. Related to the idea of the open heart, the open galaxy, there has been a shift opening the doors, opening the energies in that interaction you had only moments ago together, co-creating with me, with Alden, with the sounds, with the sharings, with the consciousnesses, those of Yael, those of your own heartbeat, of your own consciousness, of you as you know yourself to be, of you on realms that you have only begun to explore. So together, that moment we have shifted, opened up the potential, you could say, for more connection with your and our civilizations. You have in this region a multitude of vortexes, vibrational centers that are of planetary, regional location that serve like beacons, that serve like towers of transmission, that serve like conscious radio transmitting towers, sending and receiving. Your region is very populated with these ideas of conscious living, transmission, receiving entities that are part of the planet in a sense, part of Earth, part of Gaia, part of the consciousness of your planet, coexisting with the planet, part of the planet, somewhat separate from the planet in a sense, having individual identities, not all that different from each of you, being able in your physicality to send and receive, to transmit emotions and thoughts through the airwaves, through the telepathic waves of your consciousnesses together. May sound a bit unusual for some of you. Others you may have been quite aware of these ideas. And first then, in the interaction together that we have just only moments ago had, activated some of these, brought them to life, if you will, turned on their ability, awakened them from a slumber, from a sleep, that they can function somewhat like you function when you are awake, to share, to express ideas and thoughts and feelings, to co-create together your experience on this world. For these then, what they serve primarily is connecting consciousness that is of the heart, the open galaxy. For understand, your planet connects to this understanding, connects to that is on other planets, consciousnesses that coexist on other planets. The planets speak, and this then is allowing for the intelligent life forms, in a sense, to utilize the power of the planet's transmission and receiving capacities to, in a sense, be able to jump on board those waves that are transmitting back and forth. It facilitates a human's ability to send and receive consciousnesses to other beings on other planets. It isn't necessary to have these activated, but it does facilitate this greatly in that way. Yes, you'd all understand in your world today you have a multitude of ways to communicate with one another. And this then I'm referring to as another way that allows for you to communicate with extraterrestrial consciousness and open heart consciousness. The idea is these conscious vortexes, transmission receiving entities, are able, first then, to carry the frequencies of knowledge related to extraterrestrial civilizations and the knowledge that you, or in a sense, somewhat like having had lifetimes simultaneously on other planets, The you are now is extraterrestrial to the you are on other simultaneous lifetimes that have originated on other planets. And having these, then, conscious micro-galaxies, if you will, receiving and transmission capacities, awake and alive, makes it easier for you to communicate to the you are on other planets. For the you are on other planets to communicate to the you on this planet. And we're talking about civilizations connected, resonating to the open heart idea, unconditional love idea, where you know you're infinite, you understand more of this more effortlessly as you are able to communicate with other extraterrestrial consciousnesses. And thus then, that which we have done has opened up, activated, turned on some of these conscious, transmittory, receptory energies, beings, intelligent life forms, yes, different from human, but life forms all the same. Intelligent, very clearly intelligent, yes. And they understand their function. They understand they're here to serve, to communicate ideas of extraterrestrial, of the heart consciousness between planets, between solar systems, within the galaxy. They can reach beyond that, but this is for now the scope that I am referring to. So the idea is you can begin to think about, to have regions on your planet that serve. And it is a little bit, if you are aware of the idea, your physiology having chakras that serve different communicative functions between your physical and your non-physical biology and conscious awareness. Your soul and spirit with your physical body. Chakras can serve as communication centers back and forth between physical and non-physical. And so these conscious micro-galaxies, if you will, serve a similar function of communicating. Somewhat like chakras of the planet, somewhat like chakras of the planet. And therein the idea I want to share with you, these have been activated through your choice, through your design, through your willingness to gather in this way, to communicate, to share, to discuss, to connect, to thus, in doing that, turn on these lights within other supportive mechanisms of intelligent life that come into the support network, if you will, to make it more effortless to communicate with extraterrestrial life forms for you and for other extraterrestrial life forms of Earth to communicate with you. I thank you immensely for choosing to move forward and co-create these steps, these support networks, these living components of the one that is the all that is the one.